Welcome to the Morning English Podcast. Listen, learn, and speak English daily.
Have you ever felt that sudden panic when you speak English?
Oh, that is the worst feeling.
Right, like you're in the middle of a sentence, everything is going fine, and then, well, you just freeze.
Yeah, your brain just stops working for a second.
Exactly. Do you stop, think, and feel completely stuck because you just aren't sure which word to use?
It's like your heart beats a little faster, you know? You know the words, but you just don't know how to put them together in that exact moment.
Yes, that exact feeling. And if you are listening right now and you know that feeling, please don't worry. You are definitely not alone.
Not at all. Many, many learners feel the exact same way every single day.
It's just such a normal feeling. I think it happens because, well, we want to be perfect.
Right?
Or,
We want to sound totally natural.
yeah. Sometimes you just want to say something very simple. Like, imagine you're talking to a new friend
Okay, a new friend.
and you want to tell them how long you've been studying English. It's a really simple fact about your life, but suddenly your mind just stops.
You start doubting yourself.
Yes. You ask yourself, wait, do I say, I study English since 2 years? Or do I say, I study English for 2 years?
And right there, you feel stuck. You feel totally confused.
You might even just stay quiet because you don't want to make a mistake.
But please, don't worry about this. This is, it's one of the most common questions in the entire English language.
It really is.
People all over the world have this exact same problem.
Yeah.
And it's not because English is impossible to learn. It's just because, well, English handles time in a very specific way.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our deep dive.
Good morning. We're so happy you're here with us.
Today, we aren't going to do a normal, boring classroom lesson.
No textbooks today.
Right. We aren't going to give you a big list of rules to memorize. We're going to do a nice, relaxing, slow, deep dive into the source material. We are going to figure out exactly when to use since and when to use for.
And we decided to sit outside today. We're actually in our private garden.
It's a very peaceful morning.
It really is beautiful out here. The air so fresh.
Yeah, the fresh morning sunlight is just, it's just starting to touch the green leaves.
And if you listen closely, you can hear the soft chirping of the birds up in the trees.
Behind us, you can see the big open window of our home. It's just quiet. It's warm. It's calm.
And we really want you to feel this exact same calm energy while you listen today.
Exactly. There's no pressure here, no tests.
No grades at all. We just want you to relax, to maybe take a deep breath.
Today, we're going to figure out these two little words, since and for.
We'll go slowly. We will make it very easy to understand.
But wait, before we even look at the examples, I need to push back a little bit.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
I'm looking at my notes here and I'm a bit confused. Both of these words, since and for, they just talk about time, right?
Yes, they do.
They both answer a question about time. So why do we even need two different words? Does it really change the meaning?
That's a great question.
Because it feels like we're just, making things harder for no reason.
I completely understand why it feels that way. It really does seem like one word should be enough.
Right.
Yes, both words talk about time. But here's the secret. They have completely different jobs in English.
Different jobs.
Yes, they help us understand time in two very different ways. They paint two different pictures in the listener's mind.
Okay, let's unpack this. I love the idea of painting a picture in the mind.
It really helps.
Before we begin our deep dive into these pictures, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more easy English lessons.
Yes, please do. We love having you here as part of our community.
So let's get into it. What are these two different jobs? How do they paint different pictures?
Let's start with the foundation. We'll go nice and slow.
Okay, I'm ready.
Both words talk about time, but let's look at the word since first. We use since when we want to talk about a starting point.
A starting point. So you mean exactly when something began?
Exactly. Since tells us when the action started. It points to the very first moment.
Like day one.
Right. Think about it like looking back in time to the exact day it was born. This starting point can be a day, like Monday.
Okay, Monday.
It can be a specific time on the clock, like 9 a.m.
9 a.m., got it.
It can be a year, like 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can even be a specific moment in your life, like when you were a child.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think I have a good way to picture this.
Let's hear it.
Using since is kind of like dropping a pin on a map.
Oh, I like that.
You know when you use an app on your phone and you drop a little red pin to show an exact location?
Yes. Exactly like that.
So since drops a pin on the calendar or the clock, it says right here, this is where it started.
That is a beautiful way to think about it. Yes, since is a red pin on the timeline.
A red pin?
It just points to the start. It doesn't tell you anything else. It just says, look at this date, look at this time.
Okay, so since is the starting point. It's the red pin on the map of time. Then what about for?
Well, we use for when we talk about duration.
Duration?
Duration just means how long something happens. It's a length of time.
A length, not a single point.
Right. It's not a single point. It's a stretch of time.
A stretch of time. So if since is the red pin on the map, then for is like, well, it's like a measuring tape.
A measuring tape, yes.
You take a measuring tape, you pull it out, and you measure how long something is. So for it tells us the total amount of time from the start until right now.
That's exactly how it works. The measuring tape is a perfect image.
Thanks.
For tells us the size of the time. It tells how long.
Okay.
It can be a small measurement, like 5 minutes. It can be a medium measurement, like 2 days. Or it can be a huge measurement, like 3 years.
So it's always about the size, the length, the amount.
Yes. Always the amount of time.
Let's make sure this is really clear for everyone listening. Since equals the starting point, the red pin.
Yes.
For equals how long, the measuring tape.
Exactly.
Oh.
Since tells us when something started.
Yeah.
For it tells us how long something continues.
I really like that. It feels very clear to me now, the pin and the measuring tape.
It makes it much easier to remember.
It's not just a random grammar rule anymore, you know? There's a real logic to it.
There really is.
Now, let's try a step-by-step real-life simulation. Let's use real situations that you, the listener, might actually face tomorrow.
This will help you hear how natural it sounds.
Yeah. Let's imagine a very realistic scenario. Imagine you're meeting a good friend.
Okay, a friend you haven't seen in a while.
Right. You're sitting in a nice, quiet coffee shop, maybe having some tea or some coffee.
Very relaxing.
You're talking about your life, your home, your job. And your friend looks at you and asks a very common question. They ask, how long have you lived here?
Oh, that is probably one of the top 5 questions people ask when they meet you. How long have you lived here?
Now, as the listener, you have a choice. You can answer using the measuring tape, or you can answer using the red pin.
Right. Let's say you want to use the measuring tape.
Okay, the measuring tape.
You want to tell your friend the total length of time. You want them to know the duration. So you say, I have lived here for 2 years.
I have lived here for 2 years.
Yes. You're measuring the time. 1 year, 2 years. 2 years is a duration. It's a length. So we use for.
But wait, let's look at the other choice. What if I don't want to measure the time?
Oh, yeah.
What if I want to tell my friend the exact year I moved into my house? Maybe the year is just important to me.
Then you don't use the measuring tape. You use the red pin.
The red pin.
You're talking about the starting point. So you use since. You can say, I have lived here since 2023.
I have lived here since 2023.
Yes. Now you're telling them the starting point. 2023 is the year you started living there.
Because it's a date on the calendar.
Exactly.
Okay.
So both sentences are completely correct. You aren't making a mistake with either one.
But the feeling, the focus is just a little bit different.
Right. It just depends on what you want to say.
Let's repeat these 2 sentences slowly. I want you, the listener, to share the difference in the feeling. Imagine you're holding the measuring tape. Ready? I have lived here for 2 years.
I have lived here for 2 years.
Now imagine dropping the red pin on the calendar. I have lived here since 2023.
I have lived here since 2023.
You can hear that they communicate the same basic fact, but it's just a different way to share your story.
Very natural.
Let's do another scenario. Let's connect this back to your own personal journey, the person listening right now. You're an English learner. You're working really hard.
Yes, let's talk about learning English. It's a big part of your life.
A very big part.
You might want to tell someone about your studies. You meet someone new, and they ask about your English. In your head, you might think, I study English for 1 year.
I study English for 1 year. Okay, I understand what that means. It tells us the length of time is 1 year.
Right.
The measuring tape is 1 year long.
Or you might think, I study English since last year.
Since last year.
That tells us the starting point. The red pin is on last year.
But wait, I'm listening to those sentences and they feel, well, a little bumpy.
Bumpy.
Yeah, they don't feel entirely smooth. Can we make those sentences sound more natural?
We absolutely can. The meaning is clear, people will understand you, but the grammar is a little bit broken.
Okay, let's gently upgrade those sentences.
To sound more natural, we need to change I study to I have studied.
Ah, okay, I have studied. Why do we do that? Why can't we just say, I study?
It's because of how English handles the past and the present. When you say I study, it sounds like a general fact.
Like a habit.
Right, like I drink water or I sleep at night.
Mm.
But when you talk about something that started in the past and it's still happening right now, you need to build a bridge.
A bridge. Oh, I love that. So have studied is the bridge connecting the past to today.
Yes, the word have is the bridge. So let's look at the first sentence again. With the bridge, it becomes, I have studied English for 1 year.
I have studied English for 1 year. That sounds very smooth. It feels much more advanced.
And let's fix the second sentence. We add the bridge again. It becomes, I have studied English since last year.
I have studied English since last year.
Let's say them again. Listen closely to the rhythm. Feel the bridge connecting the past to the present. I have studied English for 1 year.
I have studied English for 1 year.
I have studied English since last year.
I have studied English since last year. You can really hear the difference.
You really can.
You can feel the difference. For 1 year is how long you measured. Since last year's when you dropped the pin.
And have studied is the bridge that makes it all work.
Let's keep moving. Let's imagine a totally different setting. Let's imagine it's morning. Maybe you're sitting in a busy, noisy cafe.
Or maybe you just woke up and started working very early at your desk at home.
Oh yeah, working from home.
You're typing on your computer, you're really focused. A friend sees you or calls you. Your friend asks, are you busy? Or maybe they ask, how long have you been working?
And you want to answer them. You want to show them that you've been working hard.
Yes.
You want to talk about the time you spent. You can say, yes, I have been working for 3 hours.
I have been working for 3 hours. This means you worked for 3 full hours.
3 full hours.
It's about the time length. It's the duration.
Yeah.
The measuring tape is 3 hours long.
Or you can answer in a different way. You can focus on the clock. You can say, I have been working since 9 a.m.
I've been working since 9 a.m. This means your work started at 9 a.m.
That's your starting point.
Right. Your pin is on the number 9.
Yeah.
You can also say, I've been working since 10 a.m. if you started at 10 a.m.
Let me stop you there for a second. I'm noticing a pattern, and I want to see if I'm right.
Okay, let's see.
In the first example, we said for 2 years. In the second, we said for 1 year. Here, we said for 3 hours.
Yes.
There's always a number. So if I see a number with the time, like 2 days or 10 minutes or 3 hours, is that a clue? Does a number usually mean I should use for?
That's a very smart observation. You found the pattern.
Oh, good.
Yes. Numbers with time usually mean 4. When you say 2 days, 3 months, or 10 minutes, you are counting.
Counting, right. 1, 2, 3.
You are talking about a length of time. So you use 4.
But wait, what about 9 a.m.? That's a number too.
That is true.
Or 2023, that's a number. Why don't we use 4 with them?
That's the trick. 9 a.m. and 2023 are numbers, but they are names of specific points in time.
Names. Oh, I see.
9 a.m. is the name of an hour. 2023 is the name of a year. You aren't counting them. You aren't saying, I worked for 9 a.m.
No, that makes no sense at all.
If it's a specific point in time, like Monday, 2020, 5 p.m., or even a word like morning, you use since.
Oh, that makes total sense. So if I am counting the time, 1, 2, 3 hours I use 4,
Yeah.
let's say that again because it's a great clue for our listeners. 4 plus a time length.
Since plus a starting point.
Let's do it again. 4 plus a time length.
Since plus a starting point.
That is incredibly helpful. It takes the guesswork out of it. Let's move on to something a little more personal.
Okay?
Let's talk about feelings and hobbies now. Because we don't just use these words for work or living in a house. Sometimes we use these words to describe how we feel inside.
Yes. This is very common in everyday conversation.
Yeah.
Let's imagine you aren't feeling very well. Maybe you have a small cold.
Oh, no.
You're talking to your family. You can say, I have felt tired for 3 days.
I have felt tired for 3 days. There's our clue again, the number 3.
Yes, exactly.
You're counting the days. 1, 2, 3. That means 3 days is the total duration of your tired feeling.
Or you can focus on the day it began. You can say, I felt tired since Monday.
I have felt tired since Monday. Monday's the name of the day. It's the starting point. The red pin is on Monday.
Let's try another example, a more fun one. Let's talk about a hobby.
Hobbies are great.
Imagine you have a friend who loves music. Your friend is holding a beautiful acoustic guitar. Your friend says, I've played guitar for 5 years.
Oh, really? A guitar for 5 years. Good choice. Again, we see the counting. 5 years.
Yes, counting the years.
That means 5 years is the total duration. It's how long they've played the guitar.
Then your friend tells you another fact. They say, I have played guitar since I was 10.
I have played guitar since I was 10. Wow. Okay, let's look at this one. Since I was 10, there's no clock time.
Nope.
There's no day of the week. But it's still a starting point, isn't it? The starting point is that specific year of their life when they were 10 years old.
Yes. A starting point doesn't always have to be a clock or a calendar. It can be a life event.
Like a memory.
Right. Since I was a child, since I moved here, since I graduated. They all drop a pin on a moment in your life.
That is really useful to know.
Both ways to share the information are completely correct. You just choose what you want to say. You choose if you want to focus on the long journey or if you want to focus on the very beginning.
This is really starting to feel very clear. The mat pin and the measuring tape, the bridge of the present perfect, the counting clue.
You have all the tools now.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Because even when we know the rules, sometimes we make mistakes. Our brain slips.
Well, all the time.
And honestly, that's completely okay. Let's look at a problem scenario.
Mistakes are a beautiful part of learning. You shouldn't be afraid of them at all.
Never.
They show you where you need to grow. Let's imagine a situation where a mistake happens.
Yeah.
Imagine you're talking to your English teacher.
Okay, my teacher.
You want to show them how much you've been practicing. Your teacher asks you a direct question. The teacher asks, how long have you practiced speaking English?
Okay, you're the student. You hear the question. How long? You know the rule.
You know the clue.
You know how long means you need to talk about duration. You need the measuring tape, so you confidently and correctly answer, I have practiced speaking English for 6 months.
That is a perfect sentence.
Yeah.
For 6 months is the duration. You use the bridge, have practiced. It's excellent.
Great.
But then the teacher asks a new question. The teacher wants to know more.
Yeah.
The teacher asks, when did you start?
Oh, and you want to answer quickly. You're feeling confident. So you reply, I started since January.
Wait, let's pause right there. That happens sometimes. That's a very common mistake.
I started since January.
If you've said that before, please don't worry.
I have definitely heard people say that. I started since January. But let's figure out why it's not correct.
Let's look closely at it.
It sounds like it makes sense, you know? January is a starting point. Since goes with starting points. So why doesn't this work? Is it because the words are fighting each other?
That's a great way to describe it. Yes, they are fighting each other.
Yeah.
I started since January is not correct because the word started already means the beginning.
Ah.
And the word since also means the beginning.
Oh, I see. It's like dropping 2 red pins on the exact same spot on the map. You just don't need both. It's doing the same job twice.
Exactly. We don't need to use since with the word started in this way. It's too much of the same meaning.
So how do we fix it? If we're talking to our teacher, we want to fix it politely and calmly. We don't want to panic.
We can fix it very easily. You just remove one of the pins.
Yeah.
You can simply use the word started and a normal small word like in. You just say, I started in January.
I started in January. That sounds very simple, very clean, no fighting words.
Or if you really want to use the word since, you drop the word started.
Yeah.
You go back to our bridge. You say, I have practiced since January.
I have practiced since January, so I don't say I started since. I say I have practiced since.
Let's correct it again together so the listener can really hear the difference. The wrong way is, I started since January.
And the correct way is, I have practiced since January.
Or the simple way, I started in January.
That's really helpful to understand the why behind the mistake. The double pin. Now, is there a little grammar hint we can remember? We talked about the bridge earlier. Is that the key?
Yes, that's the hint. The word since really likes to be used with the present perfect. That's our bridge.
The bridge.
That just means it likes words like have or has. Because since connects the past point to right now, you need a bridge verb to make the connection.
Like, I have lived here since 2020. The have is the bridge from 2020 to today.
Yes. Or, she's worked here since Monday. Notice the have and the has. Since loves those bridge words.
Let's look at a secondary trap. Another small mistake that happens in daily life when we forget the bridge.
Oh, this is a good one.
Imagine you call a friend on the phone. Your friend doesn't answer. The phone just rings and rings.
Very annoying.
An hour later, your friend calls you back.
You're a little annoyed, maybe. You ask your friend, where were you? Why didn't you answer?
Your friend wants to explain that they were busy. So they say, I was in a meeting since 3 p.m.
Let's listen to that again. I was in a meeting since 3 p.m.
Is that wrong?
If the meeting is still happening right now or just barely finished, This sentence has a small tense error.
Right. It feels a little strange. Was means it's completely finished, it's closed, the door shut.
Exactly.
But since means it's abridged right now. So we have a closed door and a bridge trying to exist at the exact same time. How do we fix this one?
We need to be gentle and careful with our verbs. If the meeting is still going on, or if you're trying to show the bridge of time up to this very moment, we can't use the closed door of was.
So what do we use?
It's better to say, I have been in a meeting since 3 p.m.
I have been in a meeting since 3 p.m. Again, we see the bridge. Have been.
Yes.
Yeah, present perfect.
Since really loves have.
Yes, it does. Just remember to be careful with your verbs. But remember, small steps are totally okay. If you make this mistake, people will still understand you.
Communication is the most important thing.
Let's try some more real-life examples to build that confidence. Let's practice using the right bridge.
Let's imagine you're waiting for a bus. You feel very tired. The sun is hot. You look at your watch. You say, I have been waiting for 30 minutes.
I have been waiting for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the duration. You are counting the minutes.
10, 20, 30.
Right, it's how long you waited. So you use for.
Or you look at the clock and you remember when you arrived. You say, I have been waiting since 5 o'clock. I have been waiting since 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is the starting point, the red pin. So you choose since.
Here's another one, a very common one at home. You're sitting on the sofa, you're relaxing, you're watching TV.
A nice evening.
Your mother or your roommate walks in, looks at you, and asks, how long have you been watching TV?
You can answer with a measuring tape. I have been watching TV for 1 hour.
For 1 hour. The duration. You counted the hour.
Or you can say, I have been watching TV since 7 p.m.
Since 7 p.m., the starting point, the name of the hour.
Let's repeat those key ideas again, slowly. Try to say them out loud with us if you're in a quiet place. Ready? For 1 hour.
Since 7 p.m.
For 10 days.
Since last week.
For many years.
Since childhood.
That's wonderful. The repetition is so good for your brain.
It really is.
It helps you hear the rhythm of English. It helps the language settle into your mind so you don't have to think so hard next time.
Okay, let's do a quick review, a mini review section just for you to lock this into your memory.
Yes. We're going to build a mental checklist for you. A simple checklist you can keep in your mind.
When you speak and you feel that moment of panic, ask yourself, am I talking about how long? Am I holding a measuring tape?
If the answer is yes, use for.
Ask yourself, am I talking about when it started? Am I dropping a red pin on a map?
If the answer is yes, use since.
How long?
Or
for when it started.
Since.
Let's do some rapid fire repetition for speaking practice. We'll say the sentences slowly. Try to pause, feel the meaning, and repeat them after us.
I have lived here for 5 years.
I have lived here since 2019.
I have worked here for 2 months.
I have worked here since January.
I have waited for 10 minutes.
I have waited since 6 p.m.
For many years.
Since childhood.
For 1 year.
Since last year.
You're doing a fantastic job. Learning English takes time. It's a long journey. Don't worry about the mistakes.
That's so true. Mistakes aren't bad. Mistakes are exactly how we learn. When you say, I started since, and someone gives you a funny look, you learn.
Your brain remembers. You upgrade.
You're improving step by step. Small steps are okay. Simple sentences are perfectly okay. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep trying, keep building those bridges.
We encourage you to practice these lines every day. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Talk to a friend.
Yeah, try to use since and for today in your real life. Tell someone how long you've liked your favorite movie.
Yes. Make simple sentences. Say them out loud. Little by little, day by day, you'll feel more confident. You'll stop feeling stuck. The panic will go away.
Before we go, we just want to say thank you to our amazing listeners. We truly appreciate your support. Spending this quiet morning time with you, deep diving into these ideas is just wonderful.
We really do appreciate it. And we have a question for you. We want you to practice right now. Tell us in the comments, how long have you been learning English?
Yes. Practice using since or for in your answer. We love reading your messages. We read every single one, and we love seeing you use the tools we talk about.
Don't forget to subscribe for more easy and fun English lessons. Give this video a like if this deep dive helped you today.
And share with a friend who wants to improve their English. You can study together. You can test each other on the measuring tape and the red pin.
You can watch more full practice sessions right here on our channel. We have many deep dives just like this one, taking big, confusing topics and making them simple.
Until next time, keep practicing and enjoy your peaceful morning. Listen to the birds. Feel the sun.
Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. And as you go about your day, I want to leave you with one final thought. We just spent all this time talking about two different words for time. Have you ever wondered if having two different words for time changes how English speakers view the world? If we constantly have to choose between measuring the length of the journey with for or pointing back to the exact moment it all began with since, does that make us experience our memories differently? Think about it. The language we use might just be shaping the way we feel time itself. See you next time.